Right, okay, a few people have been asking me, because of my videos on YouTube, about my equipment and what equipment do I use, why do I use it. So I thought I'd do this little video. I've got the camera set up, I'm on my own in the shop, of the equipment that I've got. Back in about 2007, 2008, I was having a chat with one of my mates and he said, oh, you know, we use the Oster 76, they're brilliant, they're amazing, everything else. So I bought a couple of pairs, they didn't work very well for me. Sent them back, and in Northern Ireland, the woman I was talking to, she said, well, why don't you try these? They're the Andis XL 2 speeds. So if we come up close, you can see they've got 1 speed there, 2 speeds there. They're quite nice to hold in your hand, very solid, blades come off nice and easy to clean. This top bit comes off as well, so you can get right in underneath, and they clip back on. These are the pair that she sent me in 2008. The only thing I've ever had to do is just replace the cable because it shorts out every now and then on the joint there. But from 2008 till now, that's what, 8 years, because we're 2016. That's a pretty long time, and these are now used as my spares. As well as them, I did buy these, which are here called, or when I bought them in England, they're called the Super AGR Plus. The battery comes out like that, and then you don't pop it on charge on that one, that just charges while it's in the unit. Pop it back in again. It's been a while since I've done this, that way around. And you've got 1 speed on here. Again, the tops come off, or the blades come off. This bit comes off as well for easy cleaning. Now these don't work at the moment because I need new batteries. They're dead flat and they're not even on charge because we don't use them. But if they were, they run very smooth. They've just got quite a bulky grip to them. I didn't like the sort of fatness about the bottom, but that was it. They're really good other than that. And they're quite heavy as well. So if I move around to my next section, just make sure the camera's in the right place. Here we go. I then invested in these clippers, which are the Oster Pro 3000i. Now these were nice and smooth and clean and quiet, if you like, when we bought them. They're about 2010, I think I bought these. So these are about 6 years old, and I think they need re-greasing. The top comes off, they're quite easy to clean the inside, and when you turn them on, they're quite noisy. The only thing I don't like about them is they're very long, and as you try to get down, if someone's shoulder's in the way, you can't quite get in there. You almost have to bend the head round and then bring them back up. You can't get that nice little flick on it if you're doing it low down, because obviously they're a bit long and they seem to be bent the wrong way. They should be bent the other way, in my opinion. But they've been an amazing pair of clippers over the years, and I've been using them for a long time. They're a lithium battery. It seems to last forever. The only time it goes flat is when you basically take the pin out the charger, or the pin falls out the charger and you forget to plug it in. So they're there. This is another pair of Andis XLs that we use as well. And then if we come over to my section over here, we go, about there. I bought, at the same time as buying the Pro 3000i's, I've got the Andis A6, the Oster A6 clippers. These have got 3 speeds on them. If I put a blade on, they're nice and easy to clean. They've got a real big open area, but it just gets covered in hair. Every time you change the blade, you give it a little flick, the hair falls out. You can hear on here 1, 2, and 3. So you've got it nice and fast for if you've got a lot of bulk, or if you're doing a lot of work with small blades, like the 0.1 or the 0.1 millimeter, 0.2 millimeter, you can keep them quite cool. So they pop on and off nice and easy. That goes down there. These are the newest clippers I've got. They're the Andis Super ZRs. I must say they're probably the best clippers I've ever used, and that's an honest opinion, having gone through Wild Super Tapers, Wild Ambassadors, another battery clipper Wild did years ago that I've got on, I think, one of my first videos you see me using it. These are fantastic. On-off switch at the side, nice and easy to get, and as you turn it on, you've got 5 speeds, so that's the fastest one, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and nice and quiet. That is fantastic when you're doing little kids' hair and they don't like the noise of the clippers, but you put this on, you put your guard on or your blade on, and you can hardly hear it. And you can still talk to people at the same time, where some of the other clippers as they get older, I mean this one's only a few weeks old, no, a few months old probably, but it's pretty good. And then speed it up. And again, you can slow it down if you're using the 0.1 blades as well. That's them. The chrome styles that I use are the Wohl ones. It's the only Wohl clipper that I like. It's got a detachable blade. If you know this clipper, you'll understand. It's got a really fast motor. All right. Now, it's great for finishing off. So you can hear the speed on it is a lot faster than any of the others. And I find that's great if you're just taking little pieces of hair and you're just sort of coming through the edges and you just want to get that really fine look. You want to go through quite fast and just smooth it off. These are ideal. They're also really good, I find, for the fades, because you can bring the bar back, you've got your half, and then gradually drop it down to a 0.3. Other than that, they're useless. I've never used plastic guards. I haven't used plastic guards since about 2008 when I swapped over. The reason being is that if you look, what's that? This is a grade 6 on a plastic guard for Wohl, and this is a grade 6 metal blade for Andis. And all you've got to do is hold them together and see how many teeth one's got compared to the other one, and ask yourself, what's going to pick up more hair? That comb or that one? And now this one's obviously going to pick up a lot more hair, get it a lot true. You're not going to get any ins and outs. This is going to be a lot wider. So when you're going through the hair with these, you have to go through 3 or 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, every direction you can to try and get all the hair to be picked up through these. I think there's 7 blades on there. These ones, there's about 21 blades on, and you can go through them nice and easy. So that's my grade 6 on the Andis, and it's something that I'll stick to forever now. These are the mini clippers that I use. They're the Andis, I think they're the super liners or slim liners, I'm not quite sure. You've got 2 screw holes at the bottom here that you can't get to, and the 2 that hold the blade on. If you undo these, it's a little bit at the back, you turn it over, you undo a fraction on both of them, and you can adjust the blade so you can zero gap them. I'm not sure if that can be seen on the camera, but they're really, really sharp, really fine, and really good for doing very, very small amounts of work, like your hairlines, your fades, right down the bottom, taking it out, even taking it off before you do a shave. Very, very good. And the other thing, when you're using metal blades, because obviously they're not coloured like your Wohl guards, what we find to be really useful, let's see if I can get it in the picture. Here we go, right next to me, John Smith's can, which basically is my blade can. So all the razor blades that I use, these are full of empties. So if I come around this side, the Oster clipper holder, or the blade holder, is brilliant when you put it on. That's my 0.1 of a millimeter, which is the Andis outliner. Okay, that is pretty much the same as you're ever going to get these. You might get these a fraction shorter, but not much. And they come set at 0.1 of a millimeter. So that sits in the top corner. Over here, this is the Oster 5.0, so that's 0.2 of a millimeter. The blade that I keep on the clippers is the 4.0s, that's 0.3 of a millimeter. And then from 0.3 up to a half, I can use the chrome styles. Then I have a 2mm blade, which I put on to obviously bring out a little bit further. That sits there. And then I do grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's the 2.8, which is the Andis, that's a grade 1. Grade 2 in the middle. Grade 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's nice and easy to use. If you are going to swap over to these from using plastic guards, make sure that if someone normally has a grade 4, you use the grade 5, because they cut a lot sharper and a lot closer. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.